Hey guys, what is going on? Today we're going to be taking a look at a problem that has kind of struck a lot of people inside of the world, surprisingly, and that is actually the problem of, well, the nasty big C word that's been affecting our world for the past couple of years, and hair loss. But real quick, this video is sponsored by Vivid Hair. If you do want to get a hair system from them, make sure you use the link down below. Now, over the course of the past 2 years, people have been dealing with the big C word and actually widespread hair loss. This article goes on to say, if you notice your hair is getting thinner during this P word or even falling out, you're not alone. For many people, the general upending of life as we know it has shown up in visible hair loss, bald spots, receding hairlines, and clogged shower drains. Hair loss can be a direct side effect of the C word itself. This has been the year America's hair fell out. So over the course of the past year, there's not just been one person or two people, but a significant number of people that have dealt with hair loss that just came out of nowhere. Now, some people may instantly think, oh, I'm just losing my hair, or I'm going bald, right? But that's not necessarily the case. The big C word can actually cause something called Telogen effluvium, which is basically hair shedding that is caused by stress. So this is a research paper that was done last year that actually proves that this is something that exists. So this study is pretty small, but what it does say is that 39 patients were evaluated with the ages ranging from 22 to 67 years old, with 36 females and 3 males. All patients with ATE, or acute telogen effluvium, were enrolled in this study and had a laboratory confirmed diagnosis of prior SARS-CoV-2 infection. So telogen effluvium can be caused by quite a few things: severe stress, poor diet, weight loss, pregnancy, menopause, drugs, underlying health conditions, surgery, metal toxicity. But we found that the situation that we've been in for the past 2 years is definitely a cause of telogen effluvium, which seems to be caused by a stress to the immune system. So this is definitely happening. So what is telogen effluvium hair loss? So for this right here, we really need to understand the way that hair grows, and it grows in phases essentially. So the anagen phase is what 90% of our hair is at a given time, and that is the growth stage. It grows for about potentially 3 years. What also happens though is there is a telogen phase, and that is the resting phase. And this right here makes up about 10% of our scalp, and these hairs stay on our scalp for about 3 months before shedding. These are the hairs that you will find for someone that is normally shedding hair as they should be. This is the natural phase of hair follicles to go from anagen to telogen. Now, what happens with telogen effluvium is actually there being an improper shift from the anagen phase into the telogen phase, which means that we're going to get more hair release than we actually should be. Basically, our hair has been triggered into its resting state, or its state that causes a release of the hair. So because of this, what will happen is you will go through a stressful event or something that triggers telogen effluvium, which it could be pregnancy, it could be surgery, many different things. It could be a hormonal change, it could be the big C word, but you will experience a couple months after that you are dealing with a lot of hair shedding, and this is from your hair follicles switching into the telogen phase. So if that is the case, you'll be experiencing a couple months after you get the C word, and this can be a pretty traumatic episode. It will take time for your hair to regrow, but naturally it should. Now, when it comes to telogen effluvium, there are a couple things that you can do to assist in the process of having your hair regrow. It will regrow naturally, but of course we can add a couple things, namely some supplements: iron, zinc, vitamin D. These can be something that help with and support your hair regrowth, but are not necessary. And then there is talks of PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma injections, and these potentially might be able to help you with your telogen effluvium and hair regrowth. So if you are experiencing this, you can rest a little bit easier that this is not something that's probably permanent. What's probably going on is you're just having some hair follicles that are being pushed into the telogen phase, which is the resting phase where hair shedding occurs. It will regrow. You can supplement it, but all in all, you're going to be okay.